Alright guys, welcome to another beer review, and today we are going over to Sweden and we're having a look at the first beer for me anyway, from OBrewing, and this is a bottle of the Baltic Porter, which is clocking in at 7.5% ABV. So Baltic Porter, a dark and elegant porter brewed by OBrewing in Gothenburg, Sweden. Best stored upright position, cold and dark, unfiltered and unpasteurised. Stark öl, 330ml, alcohol, 7.5% ABV. So yeah, best before is very hard to see, but I can't imagine you'd experience too much of a fade, even if it was past its best. But yeah, don't know who is behind the branding on these bottles, but absolutely gorgeous stuff. It sort of reminds me of some of the stuff coming out of Germany, like OBrewing and Flügelbräu, I think that's called, where they've got the sort of like centered image. But of course you also get that Kasperledet sort of vibe about it. But you could name, because everyone influences each other at the end of the day, so that was a stupid point to make. But yes, I picked this up from Northern Beer Temple in Manchester, in Wigan, in Greater Manchester. And yeah, and I was very happy to see that they were stocking a few OO beers, and I thought I'd give this one a try because I do like my Baltic Porters. It's a style that I have warmed to in recent years. But yeah, gorgeous artwork, and there is the crown, nice and distinct but simple at the same time. So without any further ado, let's get this beer opened and see what we get. So drinking this on the eve of what I'm imagining is going to be an infamous weekend in beer tubing history, and that would be of course the hashtag #RunPissUp with my good friends Harry from Balloon's Beer Reviews, Dean from Dean's Beer Reviews, Jake from Jaco Beer, Stuart from Ginger Ale Trail, Rob from Hop Scene, and Craig from Kent Beer Reviews, and potentially meeting up with some other people who watch our videos and whatever. So it's going to be a nice weekend. So I'm looking forward to having 6 days off from work. So even though I'm going to be leaving tomorrow morning, I'm going to have a couple of beers tonight. But yeah, beer in the glass is pretty much jet black with maybe a little bit of a dark brown rim along the top. It's got quite an oily finish around the glass. You can definitely see those alcohol legs. Beer, well, the head dissipated really quickly. And beers like this, the way they look, almost reminds you of, you know, when you make a jelly and it's not set properly, but it's got a film on the top. That's what it's reminding me of. But yeah, looks absolutely wonderful in this 2-old glass. Don't have any breweries, beer glasses from Swedish breweries. So next best thing is a Danish glass. As if anyone gives two flying hoots. Anyway, looks fantastic. Let's see what we get on the nose. Oh, loads of plum, but not too sweet. It's got a little bit of like a licorice aroma. Do you know what it's reminded me of? And I've not had it since I was in Germany. I only had it a couple of times, but loved it. A friend of ours, well, a friend of mine and my ex's, bought a bottle of licorice liqueur, and it was just so damn good. It's almost reminding me of that on the nose. But yeah, you get that sort of like roasty muskiness you expect from a lager. Oh, it's smelling nice. It's chewy, dense, nice savoury elements, a little bit smoky. Just smelling fantastic. So as I adjust my greasy hair, let's give it a taste. Cheers. I can't believe I didn't really drink this style up until recently, because it's just so satisfying. Do you know what I mean? It's just, it's got all the right flavours. Do you know what I mean? It's not too sweet, not too hopped, not too earthy, not too roasty, not too malty, not too musky, not too plummy or fig-like. It's just, it's dense. It's a bold flavour profile that I find Baltic Porters have. But yeah, getting loads of licorice on this, and it's gorgeous. Body is, it's a little bit heavier, obviously, from the ABV, but you feel like there's like a film forming on the inside of your mouth just because of how sticky it is. And so it's got this sort of like slightly skimmed velvetiness, skimmed milk velvetiness. But yeah, nice, dark, dense, jammy flavours, plum, figs, steeped fruits, that sort of thing. Mulled wine almost. There's a touch of acidity on the back end, which plays into that sort of plumminess. But yeah, it's a perfect beer for a cold day. Do you know what I mean? I could imagine this chilled down would be nice, but I'm just drinking this straight out of the little cupboard that I've got there. Room temperature. It's just, it doesn't linger too much. I mean, is it the most robust example of the style that I've had up to this point? No, not really. But at the same time, it's a far from, excuse me, it's a far from boring beer. But yeah, really nice introduction to a brewery that I've heard a hell of a lot about. And when you see a brewery like this, most of the time there's either three styles that you're probably going to go for when you see a new brewery. Hazy IPA, sour beer, or a stout. And I thought, yeah, I'll give a Baltic Porter a try because the region kind of seems fitting somewhat. And yeah, it's just, if you don't like licorice, you might not like this one because you'd almost think that they've brewed this with licorice. Do you know what I mean? That's really nice, simple, easy drinking. But if you want to look for flavours, if you want to look for a robust style, you can find it in this. And it almost has like a dark, savoury wine element to it, which is really interesting. I like that a lot. In terms of a rating, I would give that an 8 out of 10. Fantastic introduction to the brewery. We'll definitely be trying more of these beers, especially with the artwork. I know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but when a brewery puts effort into their artwork, you know that well, of course, no brewery would release a beer that they're not proud of. Do you know what I mean? But you get a little bit more of an inkling, and I've yet to be burnt with that philosophy when it comes to well-packaged beers. And I think that's becoming a part of it now. It's not just, I mean, of course, it's most important is the beer that's in the bottle or the can or on keg, in cask or wherever. But when they get talented artists, illustrators, either in-house or independent, there's a sense of collaboration there as well. Yeah, it's what I like about the world of craft beer, even though I hate that term, because if you like beer, you like beer. Doesn't matter who's brewed it, doesn't matter what it's considered as, just enjoy the beer that you want to enjoy. And if you get the opportunity to, give this one a try, because if you like licorice flavours, I'm getting loads of licorice in this, and it's lovely. It's not that sweet licorice, but it's not that salty licorice. It's that neutral licorice flavour. So, yeah, 8 out of 10 for OBrewing's Baltic Porter. Check out the link down below for all their social media platforms. If I can find out who's behind the artwork, I'm going to give them a shout out as well in the description. Check out Northern Beer Temple. And yeah, if you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions. Are you a fan of this brewery? Are you a fan of this style? Hit me up in the comments. And yeah, hopefully you'll join me next time for another beer review. So, the calm before the storm. The liquid shit storm, as every drinking session ends up the next day. Don't get headaches. I don't vomit. I just get literally liquid coming out of both ends. And yeah, lowered the tone. But that's what I'm all about. Thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Cheers.